Nope. 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 Guys. Guys. What's up, Impeccable? Where you been, Impeccable? Guys. Ain't no way, bro. Oop, I didn't hit the wrong one. I think it's this one. Why'd it do that? Hold on. I like my little animation. Hold on. We got to do the animation. There we go. Do not get on to February. Do not. February in the chat. Do not get on to him. Absolutely not. No, do not get on to him. Do not get, let him rant. Let him, he's saying fire Mitch. That is fine. Say it. I don't care. Say anything you want about Mitch Johnson as long as you ain't calling him out of his name. Or not Mitch Johnson. Yeah, sorry. I'm like blanking. Yeah, Mitch. Yeah, Mitch Johnson. Just lost us the game. Literally. Quite literally, yeah. Yeah, kind of literally he did. Quite literally lost us that game. Actually. You can say, "Oh, you know, it's the player. Well, this player did this player did that." You're winning in spite of him right now. That was disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry. No excuse. No excuse for what I saw. Why is it? Come on. Work. Does this when a bunch of people start coming in. Ridiculous, man. Do I have Coach Clan? Here we go. Do I have to preface anything by saying like, "Oh, guys, you know, I'm not a coach in the NBA, in the literal NBA, in the National Basketball Association"? Do I have to preface it by saying that? Before I give my opinion on bad coaching, I just want you to know that I, for one, am not a coach in the National Basketball Association. Therefore, everybody, he can do no wrong. Coaches can do no wrong. If you're a coach in the NBA, there is no mistake that you can make. Sound like you should be? Yeah, probably. If anything, I should be a consultant. In that fourth quarter, should have asked me, hey, Clan, what are you seeing? I'm seeing that Sohan has 6 minutes. And I'm seeing that we're getting killed in the perimeter. And I'm seeing that you have 2 centers out there. And I see that Luke Cornett doesn't have a rebound. So what is that for? Why are we doing that? What are we doing that for? What's the point? What's the move here? Man, we gotta let people come in before we can even talk about anything. Okay. All right, really quick. It's like I just want to rant, bro. I just got to rant. Like, I'm waiting for people to come in, but like, you guys have no idea how badly I just want to rant right now. I don't have notes. I don't have anything. I have the stats up in front of me. Not like it matters. Not like I care. Stats don't matter. Remember that. Stats don't matter. Stats mean nothing. Sometimes a win can mean nothing, because that last win, I told you guys that we were having issue. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you. I told you last game was an issue. I told you. You don't win that last game. They shouldn't have won that last game. I told you you shouldn't have won that last game. This wasn't a game of inexperience. This wasn't a game of, well, the youngsters just got to get it together. This wasn't that type of game. This was coaching. Just like last game. I have no idea what we're doing, Vin. I have no idea, my guy. I have no clue. No clue. No iota of what we're doing. We basically went with a 7-man lineup, bro. Spurs basically rolled with a 7-man lineup. You should be angry. Honestly, let's just dive into it. I'm not waiting for people to get in here. I tried my best to tell you. I tried to warn the chat. I tried to warn you last game. There were so many people going at me. I was like, hey, this was terrible coaching. Hey, there was no ball movement. Hey, there was no off-ball cutting. Hey, these lineups were dumb. Hey, we experimented way too much when we're only up by 8 points. Hey, this is just bad. This doesn't look good. I tried to say it. I was like, coaching was horrible last game. And everybody was like, Clan, you always so negative, bro. We won the game. We won the game. It's like, we shouldn't have. Wemby saved us. He hit a 3 and then he got a block and then he hit another 3. You can get cute against the Bulls. Warriors know what they're doing. I just want to rant about this game, bro. I just got to rant about this game. Before I go full on rant, God, I hate when I'm like angry and we do a sponsor, but shout out to Sleeper. It's not their fault. Go check it out. If you like daily fantasy sports, go check it out. Link below. Use promo code CLAN. You get 100% match up to $100. And also there is a social media which I don't know why I'm on this one. You go to the NBA and you can see live updates, injury reports, stats, highlights, and you can see the San Antonio Spurs lose. All right. So with that being said, oh crap, don't want to be copyrighted. There we go. My Stream Deck still isn't working, so I have to manually use my hotkeys. Horrible! Horrible! Horrible coaching. I don't care. I truly do not care. Oh, Clan, you're not a coach in the NBA. I'm sorry, I'm not a coach in the National Basketball Association, but that was garbage. That was absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. I'll read these super chats and then we're going into it. I think we have February says fire Mitch. I don't care. As long as you guys aren't calling him out of his name, you can say whatever. I don't care. All right, impeccable. Impeccable is very, very oh my God, he just impeccable. You took the words out of my mouth, bro. This is exactly one of the points I was going to bring up. He said Mitch should not be head coach of an NBA team. I wasn't going to be that strong. I wasn't going to say that. or the head coach of a college team. Oh, wait, I read it wrong. Or the head coach of a high school team. He runs no plays. He plays poor rotations. He just has Wemby and vibes. Okay, I wasn't going to go that far, okay? I was actually going to say, I read it wrong at first. I was actually going to say, like, you're coaching this team like it's a high school team. Like, Mitch Johnson is really good when it comes to inspirational, just motivation, getting them to play hard, all that. That's great. But yeah, like in the NBA and you're going against the Golden State Warriors, you probably need to do some coaching, right? You probably need to have some pretty good rotations. You probably need to be a little smart with how you're using your timeouts. You probably need to find ways for Wemby to get the ball a little bit easier in his spots rather than just giving it to Wemby and say, hey, Wemby, go save the day for us. You probably need to do that. You probably don't need to just run the offense through Steph Castle. That's probably not the best thing to do. Is Steph Castle great? Yeah, I love Steph Castle. Rookie of the year, he does a really good job. Is he a primary point guard? No. What you do is you have him at primary point guard. You put De'Aaron Fox just in the just on the sidelines, basically. Like, hey, you get out of this play. You're more like, a cog in the machine. And then when you actually need him in the fourth quarter, he can't hit anything. He has no rhythm. He has no rhythm. De'Aaron Fox is going against Steph Curry. They battle it out. They've been in some really big games going against each other in the past. And you treated him like he was just a cog in the machine. He was an afterthought. He was an absolute afterthought in this game. This game had me so livid, y'all. I haven't been this angry about coaching in a minute. You can say that I'm just being negative. That's fine. But this was ridiculous. And I don't know how you could think otherwise. The fact that, the fact that Jeremy Sohan gets 6 minutes? Did you see what Steph Curry was doing against us? And rather than putting Jeremy Sohan in the game, we had Champagnie on him when our boy Steph Castle got in foul trouble. Steph Castle got in foul trouble because every single play we had Steph Castle guarding Curry. He gets in foul trouble and then we're like, okay, Champagnie's just going to be on him. Sohan comes into the game. He's a net neutral, which means we did not give up the lead that we already had. And then he didn't play at all for the rest of the game. What are we doing? This game was, and not only that, if you guys didn't catch the game, because some people just don't, catch some of these games. If you didn't catch the game, you probably think I'm just overreacting. Mitch Johnson basically played a big portion of the fourth quarter having two centers out there, Wembanyama and Cornette. Chat, can you tell me why you would have two centers out there against the Golden State Warriors? There's only one thing I can think of. One. Literally one reason. Well, two reasons, but one reason in particular that you would have two centers out there in that situation. And that one reason would be maybe rebounding? Well, ladies and gentlemen, Luke Cornette this game has 0 rebounds. That's not me getting on the Luke Cornette. That's me getting on the coaching staff. What are we doing? What are we going on about? The Warriors are going to take threes. These are going to be long rebounds. What are we doing? The second reason why I could think that he would be doing this, I got 3 reasons, actually. Second reason why I think he would do this is because the entire offense at this point is ran through Steph Castle and Wembanyama. I do not care for that. I don't care. Steph Castle can have the best stats in the world, which he did a good job this game, by the way. And I was praising him all game on Twitter. But he can have the best stats in the world. This isn't winning basketball. Very easy reads for Steph Castle. That's great. He's doing his thing. He's getting assists. But if you guys, and I'm not comparing him to this player. I'm just saying. It doesn't always matter. You can look at Russell Westbrook. He averaged a triple-double. It didn't matter. This stuff doesn't matter. What? Our boy Curry over here murdered us. Only had 5 assists. Murdered us. Destroyed us. What was the point? We allowed him to basically hit 50 points, and our second best defender is on the bench. He plays 6 minutes. We treat him like he was Lindy Waters. 6 minutes. You cannot convince me that this is smart coaching. I'm sorry. I know Impeccable said he shouldn't be a college coach or whatever, but this feels like high school coaching. Not running any plays, just throwing it. Wemby, save the day. Now, I will admit, in this game, it was better ball movement than the pass game. But I don't think that we allowed De'Aaron Fox to really get in a rhythm at all. I know that it shows he got 14 shots that he took, but he was an afterthought. And if that's the case, if you're going to have Steph Castle as your primary point guard and De'Aaron Fox as like the co-star to Castle, then why do we have Castle? Why do we give him an extension? What was the point? What was the point of any of that? Can someone explain? It's stupid. Castle is a better defender than Sochan. He had 5 fouls. He couldn't defend. I don't care who you think is the better. He's the better perimeter defender. He's the better. It doesn't matter. He had 5 fouls. He had 5 fouls and Sochan's on the bench. What does it matter? Who's the second best defender? It got so stupid, we end up having Wemby guarding Steph Curry. We had Wemby running around the perimeter trying to keep up with Steph Curry. I'll just guard him. We don't have another defender. I'll just guard him. Sochan died, I guess. I'll do it. It's stupid. He was good. Sochan hasn't been good this year. He is good this game. This isn't about, but guys, this is not just about Sochan. This isn't about like, oh, who should be playing over this player? Who should be playing over this player? It's about the game. In this game, you can't convince me that was smart. It made no sense. You had a double center lineup against the Warriors who were killing us with their guards. What sense does that make? What sense does it make? We had Cornette Garden I can never say his name. I'm sorry. Podziemski. Brandon Podziemski. We had him guarding him. Why? Why are we doing that? If you wanted rebounding while also having someone that's a little bit stronger and can help with the perimeter guards, you got one right here. In this game, he hit a 3 rebounds, an assist. I thought he had a steal, but I guess they took it away. But 3 rebounds, an assist, 3 points, and he only played 6 minutes. It's stupid, guys. And I know I'm like the Sochan guy. Like, oh, you love Sochan. Of course you would feel this way. But I'm telling you, this was just dumb. I don't understand this game. De'Aaron Fox should have had the ball in his. Our offense, I'm going to be transparent with you. Our offense should not be the Steph Castle show. It's not going to win these important games. You're going to get quite a few wins throughout the season, but when you go against a team like the Warriors, they don't have a great, they don't even have a great record this year. And also, I mean, I would say head to head, the Spurs have more talent. But why did we lose? Why did we lose when Steph Castle had a triple-double and Wembanyama had a triple-double? How do you lose that game? If I told you that before this game, you would have said, oh, that's a blowout. How do you lose it? You lose it because you were out-coached. You got silly. You got cute. I don't know what we're doing. They played, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had a 10-man rotation. To the Spurs, what, 8? 8-man rotation? There's no adjustment. It's a lot of just, I really do mean this. It feels like the double center lineup that he goes with at the end of these games is literally a crutch. It's like a, hey, can you save us? He does it. It feel like he does it with Castle. I feel like he does it with Wemby. Where it's just like, hey, we're just going to let these guys save us. She can tell I'm upset. She's trying to calm me down. It's okay. We're all right. Let me look at some of these super chats. I'm sorry. I missed them. I think it was a few. Let's see. We got a few. So Dio says, Mitch watching the game just like me. Okay. Impeccable says, you will find better coach at the local YMCA. Dang, Impeccable getting. I haven't seen Impeccable in a while. You going in, brother. Jonesy says Sohan needs to play more as a Spurs fan, not Sohan fan. Legitimately, Jones, this is what I'm saying. I know this is one of those, like, it's the messenger, like, oh, you know, Clan saying it. But I'm sorry. This is out of, I'm telling you, win or loss, I'm just going to tell you how it is. Last game was a bad game. Yeah, we won, but we won because we won in spite of coaching. I don't want to win in spite of coaching. It reminds me of, because, you know, I'm a Cowboys fan, unfortunately. I don't know why I am. I don't know why I'm a Cowboys fan. But it reminds me of Tony Romo. Like, Tony Romo was a player that made a lot of mistakes. He made a lot of silly mistakes, right? It was very dumb. But the biggest issue with Romo, because he had a lot of talent, the biggest issue is that he didn't have coaches to put him in the right positions. And by the time they did give him, you know, an offensive line, and made sure that they protected him with the running game and everything, it was too late. He would get injured too quickly. And they probably only did that because he kept getting injured. But, like, it was too late at that point. And I feel like a lot of those games back then is the feeling that I'm having now, where it's like Romo will win us these games, but it was not coaching. It's a lot on him. And I feel like right now it's like Wemby winning these games. I feel like it's Castle winning these games. But this is not winning basketball. De'Aaron Fox should not be an afterthought in the offense. I'm sorry, you guys can say that this is crazy, but in the long haul, he has 6 turnovers. Give him the ball, bro. Let him have 20, because in the long haul, we're going to need De'Aaron Fox. Steph Castle is not a primary point guard. A lot of his reads have been very simple reads. Very simple dump offs, very simple passes. But he's been doing a really good job at what they're asking him to do. And he's just a really good player. And he hustles and he plays hard. And he did well on Curry. But that's the issue, right? You're going to need him in this game offensively. But you got to also have him in the game. You can't have Castle. There's a reason why Pop made sure that Sohan was on Curry as much as he did. And he made sure he switched it up. It seemed like Castle was guarding Curry. And then by the time he got in foul trouble, it was just like anybody but Sohan. And you can't tell me that Cornette being out there made more sense. It's a crutch. Easy dump offs. You can get Wemby can get some pick and rolls, and Wemby can save us. It's a crutch. It didn't make sense. It made more sense against the Bulls, and even then I thought it was dumb. And we got the win in that one. And I thought that was bad. I thought that was dumb. Against the Warriors, it really doesn't make sense. It makes no sense at all. What are you doing 2 centers for? Can someone explain? What are 2 centers going to do? Get you rebounds? Cornette got you 0. I almost said 1. I almost slipped there. Sorry, I almost told you that Cornette gave you a rebound. I'm sorry, guys. I almost lied to you. Ridiculous. Theo says Castle is good, but it is mind-numbing watching him run point. He is a combo guard for a reason, not a point. Exactly. And people that are really... I mean, I don't mean to, like, insult you guys, but, like... And not really anybody in this chat right now so far, but like a lot of people will just look at the stats and say, what are you talking about? Steph Castle had this. It's not all about stats. Despite us having the talent, despite him having a triple-double, despite Victor Wembanyama having a triple-double, despite all of that, we lost. And people can say, oh, it's just this player that made a mistake, this player that made a mistake. It's the overall coaching. How about the fact that, where is it, Draymond Green? How about the fact that Draymond Green had 5 fouls forever? And it took forever for him to get kicked out of the game? Or the fact that we had timeouts. We didn't utilize them. We allowed the Warriors to go on an insane run in the third quarter. Just kind of let it happen. And it seems like the offense right now is just play fast. Play fast. Play fast. And that's why he's kind of okay with not calling timeouts in a timely manner. No, and Fox does not suck. I saw somebody say Fox suck. Fox does not suck. This is not on the players. Guys, you got to like go top down with this type of stuff. This is the type of game where you got to go top down. Okay? You got to go top down. The front office did their thing with getting us a winning team. How are the coaches doing? Now you got to see, okay, are we putting guys in the right positions? You're not. Wembanyama even said after last game, maybe we need to diversify the way that I get the ball. He said it. He mentioned it. He said it. It's on his mind. He said last year, Wembanyama said last year that the San Antonio Spurs don't make adjustments. He's like, we need to make more adjustments. It's like, we're not really making adjustments. He wasn't harsh about it. He was cool about it. It wasn't like a complaint, like, get me out of here or nothing like that. It was just a, hey, I think we need to make more adjustments. We don't make good adjustments by halftime. We don't make good adjustments, after timeouts. It's true. They don't. They don't. And yeah. Did individual players play poorly? Sure. You guys, and so you can know that I'm not being bias here. I'm just being honest with the team that we're going against. In certain situations, maybe Sohan not playing in certain situations makes sense. This game, nope, makes no sense whatsoever. I don't get this one at all. This was stupid. This doesn't make any sense. Unless he's hurt, I don't get it. I don't get that. But so I'm not being biased. You guys know I've been critiquing Keldon Johnson. I don't have anything to say about Keldon in this game. I mean, at one point I did tweet out, I was like, hey, take him out of the game, but it was only because he was struggling offensively, and then our guards and it wasn't really on him. A lot of it wasn't on him, but the guards were just having like a field day with us. So it's like, hey, get him out of the game. Let's put another defender out there. That's all I was thinking. But you think I'm going to sit here and harp on the fact that it's top down? You think I'm going to harp on the fact that Keldon Johnson went 3 for 9 this game? He was 33%. You want me to be like, Keldon Johnson needs to play better? No, how about our coach put us in a better position? How about that? De'Aaron Fox, 35%. He needs to shoot better. How about our coach put him in a position where he can get a rhythm, where he's our primary point guard so he can get a rhythm in this game? How about that? Devin Vassell, he went 5 for 13. How about our coach make sure that we're not relying on Devin Vassell as our first option down the stretch in the fourth quarter? How about that? Ridiculous. There's no complaining about players this game. Even Cornette, when I'm saying the rebounding thing, he's not going to get any rebounds. These are long rebounds. They shoot threes. This is stupid. You didn't need interior defense in this game. It's just a crutch. It's just a crutch to help Wemby. But if you wanted pick and roll play, and you wanted somebody to be in the short post, and if you wanted that, you have a player that can do both. Also guard the perimeter. Cornette was in a terrible position this game. I don't know what you were thinking. This is the NBA. Threes are going to win every time. For every easy layup you get, Curry going to come down there and knock down a 3 on you. Which in this game, he didn't even hit that many. But overall, I feel like they hit quite a few. How many did we hit? We hit 14 to their 25. Or 21, I'm sorry. I gave them 4 extra ones. It's ridiculous. That's my takeaway on it. That's my take on it. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. I just saw the super chat. $20, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That calmed me down a little bit. Thanks for the super chat, my man. I'm surprised you didn't say anything. You send 20. You got to say something, bro. Put your 2 cents out there. But, yeah, man. It was so bad. Hold on, guys. Just so you know, oh, Clan's just being grumpy. Clan's just upset. Somebody said this channel is always negative now. That's not true. That's not true at all. We are very positive. Hold on. I'm constantly positive about this team. But these last 2 games, no. And you can't be mad at me for getting upset over a win, because how you win matters even more. Hold on. Because at this point, I don't really know what the point is in having Sohan. I don't really see the point now if you're not going to play him at all. Because before, people said, oh, it's because he played poorly. Well, this game he played well, and he only got 6 minutes. He was impactful for the 6 minutes he was on the court, and it still wasn't good enough. So can you explain to me why? Oh, he doesn't stretch the floor? Is that it? Is that the excuse? Because he hit a 3 in this game. Is that it? Is it that he doesn't stretch the floor? And if that's the case, then why was Cornette in the lineup at the end with Wemby? You know another thing that's really dumb about it? Hold on, I'll just show you this. Somebody left this comment. Shout out to Lenny. I think I said that right. Or it'll be Lenny, right? Shout out to Lenny. They said, I'm at the game right now and just pulling out the phone to reply to you about these wacky lineups, man. None of us up here in the nosebleeds get it. So even people at the game is like, what are we doing? Even people at the game, like seeing it in person is like, I don't, because you're at a game, you know, you got your food, you got the crowd going, you know, you can kind of get lost in it and not realize how bad things are going coaching wise. But even people at the game apparently are like, hey, what are we doing? It's like, clan, we're up here like just chilling, watching the game. What are we doing? Ridiculous. But it just doesn't make any sense. That's all I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. You're not stretching the floor at the end. Just feels like a crutch. Just stupid, bro. Absolutely stupid. I'm fully for, you guys know I'm Spurs fan first, right? If anybody's gone, I'm like Derek White. You guys remember I talked about Derek White every day. I was the one praising Derek White, saying he should be the starting point guard for years. Since his rookie year, I was saying he should be the starting point guard. I was always on the Derek White train. And when he got traded, you know how I responded. I was like, hey, it makes sense. We're going to a tank. It's cool. We're going to eventually go into a tank. It's fine. People thought, oh, DeJounte Murray's the point guard. I said, nah, they're going to build him up. It's fine. It's fine. But this right here, not playing Sohan in these moments, nah, that's stupid. I'm sorry. And I know that some people said, well, it's good to experiment sometimes. Nah, actually it's not. When you're a playoff caliber team, and even if it's earlier in the season, no, this isn't a good time to experiment. You can experiment in a game when you're up by 30. This is not a time to experiment. You don't just experiment with these lineups right now. Is it true that some of our players are going to make mistakes or whatnot and they haven't played? Yeah, sure. But good God, why not play Sohan with Wemby when those two have played the most amount of games together, right? Isn't it like, it's like Keldon, Devin, Sohan, Wemby, right? Like they shared the court the most together. Just bad coaching. That's flawed thinking, Chandler. That's flawed thinking. If Sohan was good, he'd be getting actual minutes. That's flawed thinking. You can't explain it in this game. You can't explain that away. It doesn't work like that. And it's just certain players on this team that should just be a part of the offense and not a cog in the machine. I feel like De'Aaron Fox is a cog in the machine right now, guys. He's a cog in the machine. He's playing co-star to Castle. That is not going to fly. Against good teams, championship caliber teams, you're going to lose. If this was the playoffs, Spurs get blown out. You're not going to win this way. They put 43 on our heads in the third quarter. You're not going to win like that. You got to get him going. Even if he struggles early, you got to get him going. But it's like certain players should be the cog in the machine, right? Like Sohan should be the cog in the machine, right? I think Steph Castle could be the machine. He's been having a pretty good season. But like certain players should be a cog. Devin Vassell, more than likely, probably cog in the machine. Barnes, cog in the machine. Champagnie, cog in the machine. But Fox should be the machine. Tony Parker, Manu, Tim Duncan, regardless, they were the machine. You can't have them as an afterthought. Tony Parker can't be a co-star to Danny Green because Danny Green's having a good game. It doesn't work like that. Jesus, man. Anyways, I miss Pop, bro. Pop knew what he was doing. I don't know what we're doing. Because I would excuse it and say, oh, okay, just a young coach. But this is like ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. Cortez says, in my opinion, we're winning off a talent. That's what I said, bro. We're winning off of talent, not coaching. No convincing win all year explains it. Even in wins, it feels like we are outcoached. Yeah. No, he's right. Dio said facts. Yeah, he's right. That's how I felt. I felt this way during last game. Better not experiment next game being a cup game. It's not going to change overnight. It's like our mentality isn't going to just change overnight. Anyways, we'll end this segment. We'll take a look at these press conferences, but pretty bad. He's a new coach, bro. Chill. Nah. Some of these is just really dumb. He was next to Pop these years. He's seen the way that Popovich was doing things. He's seen what worked, what doesn't. Nah, this is just kind of dumb. No adjustments. I was anti-Mitch last season, and every game I'm being validated. I'm done. Oh, yeah, let me probably say this. I'm done saying Mitch Johnson's a good coach. I'm done saying it. I'm done saying it. I'm no longer saying that. I would just have to be proven wrong at this point. Because before I was like, hey, he's a good coach. He's not a great coach. Hey, guys, come on, calm down. Let's be real. I do not overreact. As you guys know, I do not overreact. Yeah, like we have our meme moments. We have our meme moments, right? Where, I'm yelling at Chad about Jeremy or whatever. Like, we have those moments, but I don't typically just overreact. I don't think I do anyways. And we have the Primo thing where I was like, guys, Primo's great or whatever, It's more tailored towards positivity when I'm like overreacting. But when it's something bad or like I give people a chance, but like these have been so horrendous to the point where it's like it's too many things to count. It's too many things to count. Not calling timeouts at a timely manner when teams go on runs. Allowing Draymond Green to be out there as long as he was out there, without trying to get him fouled. The lineups, the rotations at the end of these games doesn't make a lot of sense. Running the offense through Steph Castle, as exciting as it looks, is not smart. Especially for long term. It's not smart. You want to get De'Aaron Fox going. Your second best defender. If you want to say third best defender, sure. I don't agree with you. I think second best defender. Your second best defender is on the bench all game. It doesn't make sense. Meanwhile, you can't tell me what Keldon Johnson. I mean, I'm not even blaming Keldon Johnson this game, mind you. But you can't tell me what Keldon Johnson brought to the table more so than Sohan. Now you can say it with Lindy, maybe Lindy Waters to an extent, but you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't tell me what Cornette brought to the game more than Sohan in down that stretch. You can't. It doesn't make any sense. It was just dumb. Anyways. All right. I feel like Mitch Johnson. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. This is a problem that you see with young coaches all the time. But I feel like it's a problem on crack right now. Where coaches play guys that they're comfortable with, and they kind of play favorites to a degree, and they go with these very small rotations. And with this team and in this game, didn't make a lot of sense to do that. Very silly to do that. But it seems like rather than just going off of what the team needs at that moment, we're going off of favorites. That's how it feels in this game. That's how it felt. Anyways. All right. Before we talk about this press conference, we take a look at it. Big shout out to today's sponsor, Sleeper. Obviously, it's daily fantasy sports if you guys are interested in that. But there's also a section here that you can look at stats, highlights, just injury updates, anything basketball. You can go, and it's basically social media just for basketball. So multitude of different sections on here. So if you want to do fantasy, you can do that. Daily fantasy sports, just use that code CLAN as always. Or, if you're not interested in that at all, at the very least, check out just the breaking news section, which Nico Harrison got fired, and that's pretty funny. But what's not funny is this game. Let's take a look at what the great Mitch Johnson had to say. And let me preface it by saying this. I swear to God, if he says that the Spurs just didn't show enough effort, or if he says that, the players just should have got it together, if there's any lack of accountability on his part when it pertains to this loss, I'm lighting my apartment on fire.
Promising start defensively in the first period. How did things kind of unravel after that?
Combination of things, I think.
I'm lighting a candle. I swear to God. I swear. I'm tipping it over. I am tipping it over. I'm tipping it over. This is the end. This is the end of this channel. I'm tipping it over. I got a candle. I got a candle lit right here. It's getting tipped over, bro. It's getting tipped over. I swear it's getting tipped over.
Obviously 21 threes and then 32 free throws is tough. You hold a team to 22 points.
And also, if he says that we were just outplayed and gives credit to the Warriors, I'm crashing out.
It's in the paint, typically. That's a good number. Felt like there were a few times that we probably had some participation in stopping our runs, whether that was some good offensive stretches and then we didn't have discipline or shorted up defensively, or had some good defensive stretches and probably didn't capitalize, or some self-inflicted wounds there offensively, and give them a lot of credit. They, very publicly challenged themselves, and we came out strong, and they responded, and we needed to be better.
I saw that Jeremy only played 6 minutes. Is he okay health-wise?
Oh, thank God. Oh, they asked the question. Yeah, Mitch, hey, Mitch, he looking at the sheet. He looking at the sheet. He did? Huh. If his answer, the only way he can redeem himself, if he says, I'll take this answer. This is the only answer I'll take. If he says, I honestly forgot he was on the team, and it was at the last minute I said, dang, I should have played him. I should have put him on Steph Curry. I don't know why I didn't think of that. I forgot the last second, but I'll fix it next time. That's the only answer I want. That's the only answer I want, because I know our medical staff. He ain't out there if he can't play. But please. But if he says he tweaked the ankle or something, okay, sure.
Yeah.
You talked pregame about
Yeah. 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 Notice Sohan only plays 6 minutes. Is he okay? Yeah. Yeah. He looked at the sheet like, oh, he only played 6 minutes? Yeah, he good. He's straight. Are we serious, dog?
We came out strong, and they responded. And
He has so much. He has so much to say about how we just made some mistakes and Golden State Warriors just played better. And then when it's a question about, hey, you're coaching, yeah.
I saw that Jeremy only played 6 minutes. Is he okay health-wise?
Yeah.
You talk pregame.
Yeah. Yeah. He's okay. Yeah. Is he okay? Yeah. He's alright. Yeah.
De'Aaron's, just rust element, did that kind of rear its head tonight?
In terms of
Just him, still having to get over the rust, get his stamina up, conditioning up.
yeah, maybe. I think, again, there are some things that we just could have done better. I mean, he's playing a lot of minutes. I probably, again, could have used the bench more. Maybe guys got a little tired. I don't know, somewhat.
I guess I could have used the bench more. That might have been a good idea. Maybe we could have used the bench a little bit more. I don't know. I'm not sure though. Maybe we could have used the bench a little bit more. I mean, but I don't know who we could play. I mean, what do you do? I mean, Steph Curry put 50 on your head. What do you do about it? There's nothing really you can do about it, I mean, it's not like we have a young defender who's hungry and maybe can give him a different look. It's not like we got that. It's not like we have a player that's kind of known around the NBA statistically of being somebody that guards some of the best players in the NBA and does a good job. It's not like we have that. All we have is Castle. Because I really like Castle. Because he's my favorite. He's my favorite player. He's my favorite. I love Castle. He's my favorite. I just want to see him play out there. He's my favorite. I love him. I love when he does that little hezzy pull-up. I love it. And he looks cool. He looks like T.I. You just be honest, Mitch Johnson. My favorite rapper growing up was T.I. My favorite rapper in high school was T.I. That was my favorite rapper in high school. And he looks like him.
We'll have to go back in the film and look at. But
I don't hate Castle. I love Castle. Shut up. I'm sorry. I'm taking it out on the chat. It's not y'all fault. I'm sorry. Bluey, this is like my first comment ever seeing you on here. I'm so sorry, Bluey. I'm usually better than this. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm sorry.
He's giving us a lot right now, obviously, and he's been out.
I could have used the bench more, y'all. I could have used the bench.
To think that a guy's going to be out that many months and come back and be at the same all-star level with just hitting the stride, I don't think it'll take him long, but I think he probably deserves a little bit of a runway.
Ask a tough question. Where Carolina T at? Ask a tough question. I need to talk to Carolina. I need to hit up Carolina. I need her to ask about Sohan 5 times in a row until he just crashed out and say, "Look, I hate him. I hate his hair. I hate his girlfriend. I just hate him."
It seemed like there were a lot of.
I hate him. He just loses it and just like, I hate him.
The second half, especially from 3, what was leading to the shot attempts, the good shot attempts they had from the perimeter.
Yeah, a lot of it is Steph Curry's gravity. Obviously, you put a lot of attention on him, and so guys will get shots. Obviously, Jimmy Butler made some threes tonight. Some of them were breakdowns on our end, and some of them were them making some shots and taking advantage of that. And we need to be better at that to not give them quite that.
Steph Castle is not Kawhi Leonard, okay? You can't. He got in foul trouble. You can't just put Steph Castle out there on Curry all game. He's not Kawhi. No one on this team is as good of a perimeter defender as Kawhi. The closest thing we have to it is Sohan. He ain't Kawhi. You can't do that.
Many open opportunities.
Are part of those open opportunities just ingratiating more of the guys that have been injured back onto the defensive side of the ball?
Please say that's the case, guys. I will feel so much better. I will blow this candle out right now. Please say that's the case. Please say it's because guys are coming back and I don't want to overwork guys like Jeremy Sohan. Well, actually, you already said Sohan's fully healthy, so I don't know. What do you think it is, Sohan? Why do you think you don't play? You think it's your hair? It's probably your hair, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably your hair. Cut your hair. Well, actually, no, grow it out and grow it out a little bit more. Dread it up. Make it look like, well, twist it up. Make it look like castles. You'll get more minutes.
Communication purposes.
I don't think even guys that have been injured or healthy, the communication shouldn't be affected by that. So I think that's
the communication should not be affected by guys who have been injured and not playing. The communication should not. You know who? Okay, I'll stop. I was gonna say who's been communicative. It's communicative. I don't know the word for that is. It has been Sohan, especially on the defensive end. Is that what we're talking about? The communication should not be a bit off because of injury. Okay, maybe I'm nitpicking. I don't know.
Something that hopefully.
You know, guys, I ranted about something a few weeks ago, and I was very confused. Do you guys recall when Keldon Johnson and Wembanyama got fouled out of a game? And Mitch Johnson's response was that he was happy that they were playing hard regardless of having 5 fouls. That was his response. And at the time, I thought that was very dumb. I thought that was very silly. I was definitely being charitable because I said, hey, maybe he means something else by that. But I remember he fouled out again in another game, or maybe close to fouling out, and he said the same thing. I don't understand that. He's been saying some things that have been confusing me. Or the game where after the game, the reporter said, hey, could you have did more pick and rolls? And he said, oh, what the defense was giving us, we couldn't do any pick and rolls. So we don't do anything then. Thank you, Jason Garrett. Meet accountability man. Round of applause, everyone. Holy. Where's the button? Nah, that's the wrong button.
Should exist even if you lack a little bit of maybe the continuity or the rhythm or, anticipating what your teammate may do because you've been with him on the court. But the communication is something that should be hopefully at a certain standard regardless of who's in, who's out, or who's been around.
Coach, Steph and Victor put up triple doubles tonight, even though the outcome wasn't what you guys wanted. What positives do you take away from how they read the game?
Yeah, I mean, those guys are
That was Carolina.
They're doing a lot of good. We just have to try to navigate and minimize some of the peaks and valleys. I think if we can have a more consistent standard of 48 minutes, then typically the highs sustained because you're doing something disciplined and consistent enough to be able to have some runs. Do
you guys think Kawhi Leonard would have got minutes if he was on this team? He might not have gotten minutes. We probably would have went with a double center lineup. He probably wouldn't get minutes. Well, he has braids, so he might get minutes. He might. I mean, well, Mitch Johnson loves guys with braids. Oh, thank you, Chris, for another 20 piece. What the heck? Coaching was okay. Ooh. You know what really irritates me though about games like this, guys? Because I swear at the end it seemed like maybe Wemby could save us. If Wemby would have saved us in this game, I guarantee you people would have been in here and like, hey, you know what? You're just being negative, Clan. Anyways, Chris says coaching was embarrassing. I hope Spurs staff have checks and balances so we can communicate these issues. We have a great team and there's no excuse for playing like this. They're not rookies anymore. It's time to be serious. It's not, and that's the thing, Chris. It's not even just the mistakes that the team is making. That would be one thing if it was like, okay, they're young, they're just not playing together, and it's like some mistakes, but we're in the right position. We're not even in the right positioning. Things as simple as how Wemby gets the ball has been embarrassing. Like we're not making up any plays to make it easier on Wemby to get the ball. We're just not. There's no plays being called. There's no adjustments. There's no timely timeouts. It's silly lineups. Last game, we played everybody under the sun. And then this game, I guess we feel like we have a good enough sample size that Cornette and Wemby finishing the game just makes sense. It doesn't. It doesn't make sense. Do not be convinced. I know that it's been this narrative around Sochan this entire time. He is a fine player. He is a fine player. He's one of the only players on this team. Well, in previous teams, maybe not this team specifically, because some few players I can think of. But in previous teams, he was one of the only guys where every single night you know exactly what you're gonna get. You know exactly what type of player he's gonna be. You know what you're gonna get. He's like a pillar as far as what he does. You're gonna get it every night. And you need that. You need players like that. Is he the machine? No. Is he a cog in the machine? Yes, but he's an important cog. I don't know. Thank you for the super chat, Dio. He says, Mitch, give me liberty, give me death, give me blown leads, or I'll retire.
And right now, I think we're just having too many lows, and so there's still a lot of highs, and we're doing a lot of good things, but we just need to be more consistent.
You guys face
We need to be more consistent. Thank you.
the Warriors again on Friday. What adjustments do you want to see the team make?
Yeah, what kind of... No, Carolina, no, you're being too nice. She said, what type of adjustments you want to see the team make? No, the question should be, what adjustments are you planning to make? I know that's a little spicy. but
Can we rematch?
To be better, I'll have to look at the film to give you a detailed answer. But yeah, obviously, like I said,
to be better, and I need to look at the film before I give you an answer on what we could do better in 2 days. What adjustments do you want to see from the team? Fine question. Valid question. I would like to see the team do better. Me too. I think we all would like to see the team do a little better. I thought it was too much praise from last game, y'all. I thought that there wasn't enough pushback from last game, honestly. Even though we won. I'm still waiting for the Fox and Wemby pick and rolls. Oh, yeah, keep waiting. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Keep waiting.
you know, to give them 14 points and not give them for them to score 14 points in the first quarter and then follow that with 35, 43, 33. There's obviously some drastic change. And obviously Golden State's
Floaterins flip.
Floaterins
Floaterin.
to do with that. But
I can never say it.
That's something that we hope to improve.
Floaterin slip.
Baseball series,
Said gaze them
baseball
though.
type series, good for just, that kind of stuff, just adjusting and looking at film and kind of in preparation for down the road maybe.
I think so. I think to be able to get the
Freudian, yeah. Freudian.
immediate feedback
Freudian.
and try to
Freudian.
execute it and
Good
put it
God, I
into
can
real
never say
time,
it.
living
Freudian.
color,
I don't know
something
what I
that
said.
we're
Freudian
trying to get
slip.
better at.
Freudian.
So it'll be a good test. And again, it's not
Freud.
it's against a pretty good team.
Freudian.
Pretty good
Freudian.
base.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mitch. You did great. You were awesome, bro. And the way that you answered that Sochan question, man, that was beautiful. That was just woo. Hey, he got 6 minutes. Is he hurt? Is he good? Yeah. Oh, thank God. Thank God I don't feel like a madman, bro. You guys are making me feel better. I swear. Look at these comments. I don't even think these are guys on our channel. Sochan should have played a lot more when Castle got into foul. Oh, you think so? I'm not making fun of this person, but yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah. Yeah, somebody earlier in the chat was like, well, Clan, I think Castle's a better defender than Sochan. I don't care what you think. Castle had 5 fouls, and Sochan didn't see the court. I don't care what you think. Where the F was Sochan. Give Sochan more minutes. One Sochan question when Castle was in foul trouble. That's what I'm saying. One Sochan question when Castle was in foul trouble and he's our second best defender. What is the media doing? What is Mitch doing? Sohan needs more play time against a small ball Warriors. That's what I'm. Okay. De'Aaron seemed like an afterthought in the off. Whoa! Wait, this person's a subscriber. I've seen them in the chat before. Are you here? I don't know if he's in the chat today. But I've seen this person before. I'm trying to check. I don't think they're in the chat right now. I've seen this person. That's exactly what I said. Did we say it 30 minutes ago? He might have been in the chat. Is he repeating what I said? I don't know. Probably not. De'Aaron seemed like an afterthought on offense, and we need to guard the 3 better than that. That's what I'm saying. Hold on. Let's leave a comment. Where was Sohan, Mitch? Anyways. That would have been my answer. That would have been my question. Thank you for your time, Coach. My question is, where was Sohan? Mitch would have been like, oh, he was on the bench. Follow-up question. Are you dumb? And then he would have been like, hold on. Let me tell you how Mitch Johnson would have answered that question. Hold on.
Just rust element up, conditioning up.
Probably, the film to look at, but
Oh, wait.
the level was just hitting the strong
Wait, was it back here?
themselves, and we came out strong.
I saw that Jeremy only played 6 minutes. Is he okay health-wise?
Mitch Johnson. Are you dumb?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mitch Johnson. Are you being a horrible coach?
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Mitch Johnson, I got another question. Mitch Johnson. Are you jealous of Sohan's girlfriend?
We only played 6 minutes.
Wait.
Okay health-wise?
Wait, I gotta do it right. Oh no, wait, I messed it up. I already messed up the joke. Yeah. Yeah. 11 games and we are 8-3, and we need an all-star. Thank you for the super chat, Cortez. We need an all-star break already. We can beat the bad teams all day, but 500 and above have poked holes in our defense. Yeah, easily. Another super chat from Dio. He says, why couldn't we hire Taylor Jenkins? I'm not gonna say fire Mitch. I just don't care right now. I'm not giving him the good coach. I'm not giving him the good coach label anymore. I got to see more. It was that bad. It takes a lot for me to get to that point. I got to see a lot more. He doesn't get that anymore. And you guys know, I'll say Keldon Johnson, as much as I critique Keldon, I'll say Keldon Johnson's a good player. I say it all the time. I say he's a good teammate. He's a good player. I just didn't know how, if he would be able to fit. But I've said that. I was like, yeah, he's a good player, da-da-da. So I'm slow. I don't really call people bad, but Mitch Johnson has been bad. Okay. I'm trying my best. I'll say it then, fire Mitch. I ain't going that far. I'm trying my best, y'all. I'm trying my best. People are going to be like, yo, crash out. That is fine. I don't care. This game was that bad. I tried to warn everybody last game. No one listened. The entire chat was yelling at me. I had to ban people for 5 minutes. I didn't ban you that long, okay? I never blew out this candle. I said that I was going to burn my apartment down after the Mitch Johnson press conference, but I actually want to I actually do want to see the Spurs get better. So I guess I probably shouldn't do that. I'm not going to go as far as say fire him. I don't care if you guys say that right now because I think he kind of deserves it. Honestly, I am not one to get on to people like that. And I never once said fire Keldon, even when I was critiquing Keldon. I never thought that. I never said we just need to 100% trade him. Never said that. And if I did, I apologize. I might have been really upset. I don't know. I don't think so, though. When I'm in the right mind, I never just said, oh, yeah, we should trade him. I didn't say that. But anyways, Mitch Johnson has been horrible. And he was horrible during the last win, too, but nobody wanted to hear that. Anyways, big shout out to Sleeper. If you guys are interested in daily fantasy sports, go check it out. You can use the promo code CLAN and get a 100% match up to $100. And as you can see here, it's very simple. You just go over to, I messed up. Are we in golf right now? You go over to the NBA section and it's just really simple over unders. Oh, this player get more than 3 assists. This player get less than 4 assists. It's just really simple stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, go check it out. If you don't care for that at all, there is a social media segment of it or section of it. So if you don't want to play daily fantasy, you don't have to. Just go over here, check out the NBA section. You can see highlights, all the updates for the day. And it could just be another tool in which you're keeping up with what's going on around the NBA, right? Just another tool that you can put in your toolbox because we do care about what's going on, especially in the West. So anyways, all right. I'm calm now because Wemby's about to speak. I only get upset. I've only been getting upset with Mitch. Wemby got me okay. I'm feeling okay.
Victor, De'Aaron just told us that he thought communication breakdowns contributed a lot to the defensive woes tonight. Is that
communication breakdowns with the defensive woes of tonight? Crazy. It's almost like we don't have another, point guard. Or not point guard, I'm sorry, another defender. Crazy.
Do you concur?
It's part of it, for sure. It's a very special team to play against. I guess communication goes into it for sure, but also trusting each other, trusting the game plan. I can remember moments, whether it's myself or my teammates, doing things on the court out of fear, out of fear of, out of a lack of trust, maybe.
Wemby, don't leave me, bro. Please don't leave me. Please. I know Mitch Johnson has been horrible. I know he's not saying any of that, but please don't leave, bro. Please don't leave. Please don't leave. I don't actually believe he's going to leave or anything. But guys, we literally have potentially the greatest player of all. We can't play around. We can't play around with this. We can't play around. Sohan not guarding the best player? Like, come on. Ridiculous, bro. He's playing favorites. I don't think he's being objective. Like, obviously, we're fans, and we're going to have some of our favorite players. And we're like, I want to see more of this player, right? I want to see more of, back in the day, Lonnie Walker. I want to see more of this. But at the end of the day, one thing you'll say about Pop, didn't play favorites. He played what made the most sense. Now, certain guys are going to get their minutes. I mean, you've been there, Tim Duncan, Manu, Tony. They're going to get their minutes. But for the most part, he's not going to play favorites. It's like, I just like this player more. It didn't make any sense in this game to not play Sohan. It seems like he hates Sohan, bro. It really feels like that. It's confirmed that he's healthy. It's confirmed that he's good to go. it's confirmed. I mean, we already know that he's played with Wemby for X amount of time. He's been part of the team. But now he's just like, 6 minutes. What? Just doesn't like him.
That my teammate's going to be there, or lack of trust that,
Such a frustrating
somebody's
loss.
Gonna,
Such a stupid,
the person I
frustrating
don't
loss.
See in the back
Such
of
a
my head,
dumb
is,
loss.
Gonna do their job, and I need to rotate. Or need
Even
to
the last
stay home.
win, the last win was just him. It was just this guy. It was just Wemby, bro. That last win was Wemby. When are the San Antonio Spurs? You guys had a. I'm not yelling at you guys right now, but like just in general, you got to have better standards. We got to have higher standards about this team. Now I understand that they're young and all this, but when I say that we need to have higher standards, what you should expect is good fundamental basketball and a good spread of, how many minutes X player is getting, this player is getting. You don't do this with this game. You don't run a basically seven man lineup. A 7-man rotation, I mean. You don't do that. 7-8-man rotation. When the Warriors were playing the way that they play. You don't double down on your center play. What's the point of that? They're a small team. Why are we doing that? Every time you're going against Steph Curry, every time you're going to lose doing that. You don't do that. Put the biases aside. This didn't make sense. And last game, when we won, it didn't make sense either how we were playing. And I was honest with you. I said I didn't like this. I was happy for the win, but at the same time, I was like, this was not a good game. I said last game, that was not winning basketball. Eight-man rotation? Yeah, it was an 8-man rotation. Look. I wouldn't lie to you. Look. And not only was it an 8-man rotation, it was an 8-man rotation that didn't make any sense. You could have used Carter Bryant in this game. I know his offense has been kind of whack, but you could have used him in this game at some point. He's the one who should have had six minutes possibly. But yeah, Jeremy Sohan, Lindy Waters, they didn't play really. You can just take them out of it. We have basically everyone back. And the Spurs are known this season for having depth. That's what we're known for now. And you did not utilize your depth whatsoever. No Kelly, no Carter, basically no Sohan, no Lindy Waters. You leaned on Keldon in a game that just didn't favor him. Just to be honest, it just didn't favor him. It's not me being biased here. It's just one of those games. If there's certain games where it doesn't favor Sohan in certain situations, I'm cool with it. As long as we're playing smart basketball and it makes sense. But, like, you just did things that didn't favor anybody. Like, Keldon shouldn't have been in this game 24 minutes. I was watching the game. I was paying attention. He shouldn't have been in 24 minutes. He didn't do bad. He didn't do terrible. I mean, statistic-wise, it was terrible. I just mean, like, that's why I don't care about stats as much as some people. Lowry for Fox. Well, that's the thing. You give him a max, but we're not you. We utilize him like he's a second thought. I'm sorry. We got to listen to Vic talk. I'm sorry, guys.
So it's, I guess it also goes back to maturity. And
Dude, Wemby, stop. It's not your fault, bro. He takes way more accountability than anybody on this team. I'm not talking bad about anybody on the team specifically. I meant mostly. That was a jab at Mitch.
trusting the process, but it's a good test to play against this team. We need that.
A good test. We should have won. It should have been a good test for them. We were out coached. Simple as that. It should have been a test for them. We got Wembanyama. We got Wembanyama and De'Aaron Fox. We got Harrison Barnes. That's a vet right there. It should have been a test for them, not us. Ridiculous. I'm not mad at Wemby. I just feel like he's taking a lot of accountability, which is great, but still, GOAT mentality. It's GOAT mentality. I'm not mad at Wemby.
Was the really wide open Butler three-pointer an example of what you're talking about?
It's part of it, for sure. It's part of it. It's very frustrating, obviously, but it's not the reason we lost. Curry had 46.
That's crazy. He had 46. Man, he had 50 points. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can really do about it, guys. I mean, we don't really have anybody that can guard him. We don't have any help. We don't have any help, guys. There's nothing we can do about it. We don't have any help. We don't have any help, chat. We don't have any help. There's no help. There's no help. We have no help. We have no one. We have no one. It's just Steph Castle or lose. That's the Steph Castle. Steph Castle or go home. That's our offense. That's our defense. Steph Castle or go home. There's no help. Steph Castle has no help. He has no one. There's no one. It's just him.
So the game was played for 48 minutes and we didn't do our job. We did a good job at times, not for 48.
This hurting my heart, man. It's like looking at somebody in an abusive relationship and they taking all the blame. I just have to be better. I just have to be better. Yeah, he's right. Mitch Johnson's right. I just got to be better. I got to be a better player. I got to be better. Yeah, but what about the belt that he beat you? I just got to be better.
And when it comes to finishing games and playing the whole 48, this is the type of matchup where they can really make you pay for mistakes.
Wemby's like Hassan Piker's dog right now. Just poor Wemby, bro. Poor Wemby, bro. Poor Wemby.
Right.
Matchup, you mean like
against the
Warriors?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, even before getting to the league, I knew, from watching the Warriors for years and years, when they got the momentum, they're really good. So it's hard to stop them. You need to
call timeouts when they get the momentum. But who's going to call timeouts? We don't really have anybody on the sideline that can do that. Yeah, we don't really have anybody to do that. Probably need to just put it on Wemby. He's taking so much accountability. Probably Wemby needs to be in charge of that. Wemby should be in charge of the man rotations. He should be in charge of the timeouts. He should be in charge of the plays that they run. He should be actually in charge of everything. Just give him a clipboard. He'll call the timeouts. He'll sub himself out if you have to, and then just give him a clipboard and let him go to work. And he'll communicate with the assistant coaches and figure out what we got to do.
In the first year,
They were able to get a lot of free throws. Is there anything you can I know you still got to review the film, but anything you can take as far as, kind of stopping that little rush that they had?
Yeah.
Timeout.
Sure.
Timeout would have helped.
More discipline.
More discipline. Bro, you just trained with the monks. What you mean, Wemby? Stop. You just trained with monks. I just need to be more disciplined. You trained with monks. Literally. You worked out with Hakeem. You worked out with Kevin Garnett. You went to space. You went to the Mortal Kombat tournament and won. What do you mean? You beat Scorpion in the final round. What are you talking about? I just got to be more disciplined. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Spurs fans. I just got to be more disciplined in these situations. It's not your fault, bro.
Frustrating part as well, because sometimes it feels like it's stuff you can't control, but we got to be more disciplined. We'll learn from it.
Like that executes so well and has done this a million times before. How do you all, as a young team, sort of keep your head about you and execute on the other end, on the offensive end as well?
He's right. I know. You got to focus on yourself. I'm not expecting him to talk about the coaches or nothing like that. It's just, I understand. He is right. Like they did slip up. They made some mental mistakes. But like I said, I'm top down with this, If the coach is just doing their thing and I feel like you're in a good position, that's why I didn't really get on Pop at all. Like Pop put the Spurs in pretty good positions. It's just a matter of, hey, are you good enough and can you be disciplined in finishing this stuff off? But I know they could have done some stuff to make it better, but I don't want to win in spite of bad rotations, And
I guess try not to play catch up, so to speak, whenever you fall behind.
I think we go back to
Spice Creation, shut up. DL says, thanks for the super chat. He says, Mitch talking with Sohan on the bench like you see Curry hit that 3. Crazy how good these seats are. That's actually a W super chat. I'm not gonna lie.
What we know well so far, what we know the most. With our lineups right now, I think it's not too hard to find advantageous matchups for us. So
Spice, you just rage baiting right now. Yeah, you had a bad game, but it happens. You're just rage baiting right now.
This is what we need to go back to, and I don't think we necessarily did a bad job of it on offense, but in defense, it's playing against this team is different than playing against any other team.
Mitch gonna get an incoming call from El Jefe? Yeah, for sure.
Triple-double with that last pass you had?
I was thinking about it, of course, but it's, I think we did the right decision. I don't even remember the score, but I think it was the right decision.
What happened?
Remember, I was thinking about it, of course, but it's, I think we did the right decision. I don't even remember the score, but I think it was the right decision.
What was the right? I'm sorry, guys, I missed it.
That last pass you?
It's different than playing against any other team.
Steph's triple-double with that last pass you had?
Oh. Yeah, that's just silly.
I think it was the right decision.
Silly question. All right, all my French people, if you want to translate this when we upload the video, that would be great. I love all of you. All right, well, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with this. I mean, I don't know. Crash out night, I guess. That's all I got. I'm glad the Spurs are in a position where we know we're too good to be losing like this. Yeah, that's true. Well, that's a wrap, guys. I'm hopping off. I'll see you Friday. I need to chill. I'll see you Friday. Yeah. Maybe I'll take a clip from this and upload it, I guess. I don't know. Valid crash out night. I don't care. Pretty bad. But guys, I'm none of us are geniuses here, right? None of us are NBA coaches, but some stuff is just so silly to the point, and it's so obvious what the issue is with what we're doing. You just have to call it out. And one thing I'll say to you is, please, I am not someone that's negative on this channel. I've actually been known, and especially in the past, of being someone who's overly optimistic. Like when we were losing all these games and we were going through the tanking season, I was the main one, or one of the main Spurs people saying like, it's going to be okay. We're good. We're making some good decisions. The front office is doing their thing. Like we were constantly positive on this team. So when you see me be negative, I'm not doing it just to be a contrarian. I truly do mean that was awful. So when the Spurs win their last game and I come out and I'm like, hey, this is bad, just know that I'm being as objective as humanly possible when it came to that. Some people were like, oh, you're only saying it because Sohan only got a certain amount of minutes. No, that's not true. He should have played more, but that's not true. It was a bunch of stuff why the Spurs lost that game. And it was a big issue. And even though we won, I already knew, and you watch it, and it's like, this ain't going to fly against a good team. This ain't going to fly in the playoffs. You're going to be kicked out of the first round doing this. You know? So if I'm negative, just know it's coming from an objective place, because I don't like being negative. I don't. Okay, on my way out, Spice, you're getting banned. You're getting banned. Any last words, Spice? Actually, there's no point in banning you because I'm not going to like ban you fully. I would just ban you for 24 hours, but I won't be back for 48. Yeah, you can stay. But next time, you're going to get it next time. I don't want to ban you for good. All right. Good night, everybody. Love you. And I love you too. And I love you, Spice. I love you. I love you, Spice. Look up at the French comment. All right. I'll do that before I leave. Oh, wait. I can't see it. No, my chat froze. Oh, now it's back. Love you too. Yeah, I love you. Who posted it, Larry? Lowox. Okay. Low. How do you say it? Low? I'm looking for it. Oh, it's right here. In French, Wemby said that they counted a foul on him for contesting a Curry shot at the rim, but he didn't agree with the call. You think he'll get fined for that? He said in French, so.